So welcome to Midweek Experiments in Faithfulness. This is a weekly facilitated spiritual practice with Quaker flavor and an experimental ethos. My name is Jen Higgins-Newman, and I'm the program manager at Beacon Hill Friends House. We're a Quaker center for learning and action and a residential community of about 20 people who live according to Quaker values. Tonight, we have Zenaida Peterson with Secrets the Body Tells Us, a meditative exploration in listening to ways to be faithful to our bodies. Zenaida, author of Breakfast for Dinner and Other Blasphemous Things, published by Pizza Pie Press, is a mystic, an organizer, a houseplant gardener, and a Black non-binary poet from the South currently thriving in Boston, Massachusetts. They are the founding director of Feminine Empowerment Movement Slam, FEMS, an all-ages radical poetry slam centering marginalized people and celebrating the feminine. Zenaida are prepping for the apocalypse by learning to make plant medicine, engaging in restorative justice and farming. They are a current fellow of the Nurturing Faithfulness program and a Boston alum of Quaker Voluntary Service, where they currently work recruiting and doing equity work. Their current project is spending each month of 2020 conquering a different fear of theirs. Again, welcome. We're happy that you've joined us, and Zenaida, it's all yours.
Thank you all so much. I'm so excited to spend some time this evening with you, and I am so excited to see many faces that I know and love, and names that I recognize. So. And new friends. You're invited to get into a position that feels like you'll be able to connect with your body. You are welcome to show up in this space the best way that you know how. And if that means you need to turn off your camera sometimes, if that means you need to get up and pace, you are welcome to do that. I'm inviting folks to connect to our bodies and the wisdom in our during this session. I want to let you know that you can scream here or cry here. You can laugh and play here. If you're happy and well, I celebrate that with you. If you are struggling and sad, I'm in solidarity with you. If you are angry, my heart is holding the hand of yours. I'm going to share a few moments of silence before other parts of this guided worship. And I invite folks, when you feel led, to connect to your voice. And what that will look like is I invite you to make sounds and see how it feels and really listen to it and listen to the way your voice sounds. And I will do that off mute, and you're invited to do that with me. So I'll be silent for a while and I will go into that practice and then mute myself so that you all can play with it as well. You don't need to stop humming or singing, but I invite you to think about what is being activated or opened up in this practice. I felt the back of my throat soften and widen. I felt the top of my head create space where there was clutter before. What is the wordless voice sharing? And you can keep humming and singing, and I invite you, if it's accessible to you, to grab the bottom of your feet and push into them. If your feet are not accessible right now, you can grab your knees. You can grab your elbows. I invite you to be tender with your body during this practice. I invite you to sink down to the lowest point of your body. You can switch if you haven't already. If you're able, I invite you to put your legs out straight. And again, you don't have to. And more than anything, I want you to be comfortable in your body. And if anything doesn't feel good, that's really important information. And you don't have to stay there. I invite you to rub your hands together. And while you're rubbing, I want you to let go of any tension that you've carried into this practice today. It can't keep up because your hands are moving too fast. And your hands are nice, and there's a lot of energy and fire in between. I want you to stop and put them on the top of your feet or the lowest part of your body you can reach right now. And we're going to work our way up our body, and each time our hands land on our body, we're thinking, I invite you to think about how are you in this particular part of your body? How is spirit moving through your feet? How is spirit moving through your ankles? What healing do my knees need? If spirit lives in me, what are the messages we're losing? What are the messages we weren't listening to? That our hips have to. How is spirit working What laughter have we missed? Where can we invite spirit in to relieve tension in the body? If while you're scanning, you find some place that needs extra attention, stay there. If you finish, start again. Write down the messages you don't want to lose. In these really hectic times, there is so much body medicine that we have to rely on, that we can rely on, that we can reach, that tells us what the truth is. And I have read folks talking about abolishing the police, and have also heard that we cannot abolish the police without abolishing the police of our minds. That we need to abolish policing that we have of our communities and of ourselves. And so I invite you to write or worship on several queries. The first being, what do you need to forgive yourself for? What standard are you holding yourself to that you can let go? What do you need to forgive yourself for? What does forgiveness feel like in the body right now? What does forgiveness feel like? What areas of your life do you need unconditional compassion from yourself? What does it feel like in the body to have unconditional compassion for yourself? Sometimes it's easier for us to be forgiving and patient and compassionate to others, but we do not know how to hold that kindness and that humanity for ourselves. What does it feel like to switch that on? Does anything about your body change and you offer it compassion. If you are writing, you're welcome to keep writing. If you are in worship, I invite you to hold a part of your body or touch a part of your body that needs your attention. That when we did the body scan, you felt wisdom or stories or a need for attention. I invite a consciousness in the spine and in our toes and in our chests and in the places where we hold grief and in the places where we hold love and in the places where we hold fidgetiness. What is behind the fidgets? Where do we hold exhaustion? And why are we exhausted? Allow yourself to hear your body for a few minutes.